As Jhoku brought the lota to his lips to drink, he found the water stinking. He said to Gangi, "What's wrong? The water stinks. My throat is dry and you are making me drink this unclean water." Gangi used to store up all the water in the evening. The well was far away, and it was difficult to walk the distance again and again. The water she had brought yesterday was good. What could have gone wrong today? She wondered. She brought the lota to her nose. Yes, it was stinking. An animal must have fallen into the well and drowned. But now where would she get water from? No one will let her draw from the Thakur's well. They will drive her away from a distance. Sahoji's well was at the other end of the village. But who will let her draw water from there? And there was no fourth well in the village. Jhoku had been ill for many days. He was thirsty. He kept quiet for some time. Then he said, "I can't hold my thirst anymore. Come on, I'll squeeze my nose and drink it." Gangi didn't let him. She knew that drinking this unclean water will aggravate his illness. But she didn't know that boiling would make it safe for drinking. She said, "You can't drink this water. God knows what animal it was. I'll bring water from somewhere." Jhoku looked at her with surprise. "Where will you bring it from?" "There are two wells, the Thakur's and the Sahu's. Won't they let me have even now one potful?" "You'll get only broken limbs, nothing else. Sit quietly. The Brahmin will curse, the Thakur will wield his lati, and Sahuji will charge 5 for 1. No one feels our pain. Even when we die, no one comes to condole, least of all to lend his shoulder to the buyer. How do you expect such people to let you draw water?" This was bitter truth. Gangi kept quiet. But she didn't let him drink that infected water. It was 9 o'clock in the night. The tired out laborers had gone to sleep. A few idlers were gathered outside the Thakur's door. The times for showing valor in the battlefield were gone. They were talking of legal battles. How the Thakur had bribed the Thandar and saved his skin. How cleverly he had obtained the copy of landmark court judgment. The court officials had said that the copy couldn't be given. Some demanded 50, others 100. He was able to obtain the copy without paying a single penny. One should know the tricks of trade. It was then that Gangi arrived to draw water from the well. A faint light from the street oil lamp was falling on the well. Gangi sat at the platform, around the well, hiding herself, and waited for an opportunity. Everyone drank water from this well, except they. Gangi's rebellious heart began to hit out at the traditional society's restrictions and compulsions. What makes us low and them high? Just because they are wearing a string round their necks? All these people here are so petty, each one more than the other. They steal. Out of crookedness, they file false cases against others. Only the other day, the Thakur poached the shepherd's goat, then slaughtered and ate it up. And this Panditji's house is a den of gamblers, round the year. And this very Sahoji adulterates ghee with oil. They make us labor for them, but are reluctant to pay for it. In what way are they higher than us? We don't go shouting like them in the streets that we are superior. Whenever I walk through the village, they look at me with lusting eyes and become restless. Yet, they are proud of their superiority. She heard the sound of footsteps at the well. Her heart began to beat furiously. Hell would break loose if she was caught. She picked up the pitcher and the rope and walked away, bending low towards the tree and hid herself in its dark shadow. They would show no mercy. They had beaten the poor Bagnu so badly that he had kept spitting blood for months just because he had refused to work without being paid. And they are higher. 2 women had come to the well to draw water. They were talking. They come in to eat and have ordered us to bring fresh water. These men become agitated if they find us resting for a while. They didn't have the decency to come here and draw water for themselves. They only know how to give orders, as if we are their slaves. What else are you if not slaves? They give you food and clothing, and you snatch a few rupees from them off and on. How are slaves different? Don't insult me, sister. I'm not even able to relax for a short while. Had I labored like this at someone else's, life would have been a lot easier, and he would have been grateful too. Kill yourself with work, yet no one is pleased. Both the women walked away after drawing water. Gangi came out of the tree's shadow and walked towards the well. The idlers had gone away. The Thakur too had shut the door from inside and was readying himself to sleep in the courtyard. Gangi heaved a sigh of relief. All seemed clear now. Even the prince who had gone to steal Amrita would not have proceeded with greater care. Gangi came to the edge of the well. Seldom had she experienced such a sense of triumph. She tied one end of the rope round the pitcher's neck. She looked to her right and left, like the soldier trying to pierce the enemy's defense. If she was caught now, there would be no forgiveness at all. At last, invoking the gods, she lowered the pitcher into the well. The pitcher sank into the water quietly, making no sound at all. Gangi drew the rope upwards quickly, and the pitcher reached the top in no time. Even a powerful wrestler wouldn't have drawn up this pitcher so swiftly. But before Gangi could catch up the pitcher and rest it on the edge of the well, the Thakur's door opened suddenly. A tiger's opening jaw couldn't have been more terrifying than this sound. The rope slipped through her hands, and the pitcher went hurtling down the well and hit the water with a loud thud. One could hear the ripples of the water for a few moments. The Thakur was advancing towards the well, shouting, "Who's there? Who's there?" And Gangi, jumping from the well's platform, was running away furiously. When she reached home, she found Jhoku drinking the infected water.